arrest. This means that we are sending a signal, a message that the Machangara River stopped being only as a dump, and we need to see the river as something important. We can feel, we can smell, we can see that the Machangara River is completely contaminated. The river is suffering, the river is alive, and the river is sick. What we have accomplished in the jurisdictional level is with proofs of contamination. We have violated the river's rights. The watersheds are contaminated. The river is receiving more water than the river can receive, and also the river it's not able to function. The functions of the river right now is a trash. It's an open trash. We have understand that the rights have been violated. More than 2.6 million of citizens of Quito. We have the Machangara River right now is a focus of infections and diseases. We've also violated the rights of the city. While the river is contaminated, the citizens of Quito, we cannot fulfill our right to have a sustainable environmental river. The judge has ruled to the measures of the municipality that, as the mayor has qualified those measures are as institutional. That short-term and long-term measures so we can have a responsible use of the water. We need integral measures. The tribunal has also ruled to provide better solutions, decentralized solutions, and based also on the nature. We cannot have better solutions in long term. We need multiple solutions and immediate solutions with the participation of our citizens, and also with every single Quiteño and Quiteña. So we're here to share with you this victory, not only the river's victory, but we've also, as a population of Quito, we've won. This public policy that voluntarily the municipality is applying right now is this the sentence, the measures that we are taking in action right now transcend in other municipalities, and that we can we're here to make this sentence for the municipality to accomplish this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ramiro Avila. Now we are going to talk about Ramiro. We're going to speak with Dario Isa, the representative of the Quitucaras nation. The Quitucara settlement decided to join this sentence in favor of recognitions of the river, of the rights of the river, understanding that the Machangara River is the most important river that goes through our city. Also understanding that the sentence of the Monjas River in every single entity, it's completely different. Not only because of the landscape issue, not only because of the name, because every single site emits a different energy. Probably the people who live in the rurality in the forest, our grandmas and grandpas, it happens exactly the same with the rivers. Every river has a particular energy, and this presence makes us from Kitukara nation. We look for the recognition of the river as a subject of rights. Thank you very much. Now we would like to speak with Cristina Reyes, environmental engineer and one of the experts that understands the situation of the river. Thank you very much. It is very important to give maybe the municipality calls for a new press to the launch of a better plan of decontaminations for the municipality of Quito. So doing those press releases that they make no sense. Now, in this sense, it's very important to understand that in order to gain the results, in order to achieve the goals that we had with this sentence, we need to take care of the quality of the water. There's evidence that demonstrate that the river is the water that flows in the Machangara River is exactly the same that we have in our sewage system. Levels of contaminations are very high in the Machangara River. There's a lot of strategies that we can apply in our city, and what this sentence says is that the authorities and the mayors, they leave the municipality, but the municipality stays. So in the same way, we need to preserve this public policies, because we cannot depend on I would like to also comment about the budget, because it's always a question that the media companies have. Only to have a better idea, the municipality has executed 25% of all the budget that they have. So it is very worrying about that we don't have the money to prevent this, because in half of the year we've only every so what are the plans and strategies that we're talking about when the strategies of this municipality haven't had better results? We need to leave these strategies and these plans on the paper. We need to execute them, and we need to see this river clean. And thank you very much. And now we would like to have a Q&A session. Good morning. I would like to ask right now, what's next? What are the next steps after this sentence? Once the municipality has appealed against this sentence and given in consideration that this is a citizen initiative, what are the next steps? What about the treatment plans of decontamination of the rivers? Is this something that we should start thinking as a public policy in the short and long term? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your question. The first thing that I would like to highlight, this wasn't a sentence against the political movement that is ruling in the city right now. This has this investigation has many years, and people that we've been preparing this to sustain this cause in a trial. So the sentence must be executed even if they haven't resolved the. I would like to understand two things from the municipality. First of all, that they receive this support from their citizens through this sentence as the part of a citizen participation. The fact that we have protection action against public policies, it only means that the citizenships are we using a tool available in our constitution. So we are tired of solution based on rhetoric and populist speeches. This is the possibility of a judge can put some pressure to the mayor to execute what it's on our constitution and what is going to be on the sentence. So I would like to understand that the municipality sees this as an opportunity. And also, it is important to say that we need to compare the river as a street, The river is a living thing, is a subject of rights. It ends up in the Pacific Ocean. So when the river could be a source of life, or it could be a source of contamination and disease. So the municipality needs to see the river as a living thing that we can regenerate. Last questions about the treatment plants. We are convinced that the Machangara River problem, it's not going to be solved with 3 plants in the city. And we're not going to be able to solve the Machángara River issue with small plants, treatment plants. What do we believe is that this has to be complementary. During the whole trial, the municipality, they rejected our solutions. And what we've said, and also the judge said, that this solution, this treatment plants solutions, for example, the university, the Universidad de las Américas, UDLA University, that helps 2,000 people to recycle their water. That makes the water recycled. We can multiply that in the city. Yesterday, when the expert of this university said that this was replicable, that we can do this in neighborhoods like El Condado, Bella Vista, easily they can have one treatment plant, and easily they can have a regeneration process. I believe that if the mayor receives this in a well manner, we have placed in our sentence the latest technologies, and I think this is what lacks the plan of the treatment plants in the city. We need to complement this in order to address this issue that is very complex. We need integral solutions, not specific solutions. Only to add to the second question, I would like to talk about the case of using just one big treatment plant or 27 small treatment plants. And that's what's important about this. This protection plan, this protection action, what it looks for, it's is to help to execute the budget. We've heard about this novel treatment plant. And after so many years, we have decided that it was too expensive to build this treatment plant. We have spent $7 million in the studies to say that we're not going to build this treatment plant. So what are the guarantees for the citizenship that we do not have a consolidated plan that we are going to be able to recover the river, the Machangara River. So what this sentence does, it guarantee gives the river guarantees the municipality can keep working with their plans, with their strategic plans. They haven't presented yet. They presented it 2 years from their sentence. So this in November, we're going to be able to take actions in order to decontaminate the river. For example, stop the illegal activities that are happening on the river. We have a lot of documents and investigations, official documents. The AMT, la Agencia Metropolitana de Control, only sanctions 11% of the illegal activities around the river. So the sentence looks basically is that we need to clean the river, we need to recover the river, and to understand who is the authority at the head of this municipality. We want to work with the municipality, and we need their support to make this happen. Given all the studies that we've conducted to the water of the Machangara River, how long do you think you would take this? The studies that we've conducted with the University of las Americas, the quality of the water of the river is terrible. It's a sewage. And this is important to highlight because we have so many bacteria and viruses that uh, the people who use their water, they cannot do it anymore because they can conduct diseases, because they can. It is not logical to think that the times of decontamination varies according to the plans or the strategic plans that we have. So we have estimated that this could take between 5 and 15 years. Another answer about this, one of the technicians that supported us with this investigation and with this analysis, the moment that we keep our treatment plants into work, but the settlements of the river, it's going to take 10, 15, 20 years to clean that river. a constitutional core decision was, it is very important how to make the citizenship to be part of this process. How do we make citizens to support this decision? The recovery of the river also needs a new perspective from the citizenships to understand better what are the what are we need to understand as quiteños and quiteñas. We need information. We need to make conscience about that we are facing a living thing that is very sick. And the third thing, we need to take action. We know we need to we we have to stop polluting our rivers. But we, in order to have information, conscience, and action, we need the only thing, the only entity that can articulate a process of campaigns and conscience for the quiteños and quiteñas can value what we have near us. It's the river. We need campaigns and an intentional effort, a political effort with clear measures and strategies to pass these messages along that the water is important. In fact, quiteños and quiteñas, if we don't realize we are not receiving the water from Atacazo Mountains and Pichincha Mountains, we receive the water from the Cotopaxi, from the Sincholagua Mountains. So every single time we're building new infrastructure further away from the city to receive the water. So because we're contaminating the water the moment it. So if we have a little bit more conscience, we don't have to extend infrastructure to this further mountains. So we need to value the water that we have from our nearby mountains as Pichincha and Atacazo. So we need to build better campaigns and more campaigns. Every single time that we see a trash in our rivers, behind there's a human being that has not valued the ecological functions as a river has. And behind there's an administration, a municipality administration that hasn't provided the right information for every single citizen has responsibility of the water that we consume. We need to put this subject in our agenda. Not only in courts, but we need to understand that this is part of our city. How do we do that? To this question in particular, I really like this type of question, and I would like to answer to this question because how to transform public policies is using these mechanisms that integrate the citizenship to be part of taking decisions. Machangara River, it is our river, is the Quiteños River. So to be able to build a local agenda with this type of actions is what demonstrate that the citizen participation works. And so not only regarding the budgets, this is citizen participation. So right now we're expecting that major and all the members of the municipality can receive all these types of actions, protection actions, as part of the democratic movement that a city has to have. Not only about what I think about how to build public policy, but also take in consideration what the society thinks. We need to work with the citizens, with our citizens. This is the way how to build sustainable teams. We are seeing right now, we are looking at a very democratic act. This not only, this is not only, this is water. This is water that every single person uses. We need this water. This sentence could put Quito in a position that in a position of a city that cares about the environment. It is very important to work with our citizens. It is very important to build new communication campaigns. All of the measures that we could unify in a campaign with the municipality and other institutions is very important. Sometimes we see a lot of things on social media, but we don't see anything related with contamination and trash. We need, if we don't have that co-responsibility in between institutions and citizens, we cannot move on with this work. We depend a lot on the campaigns and the programs that have been conducted. Only to give you a little bit of data, Ramiro already mentioned, the water that is originated in Quito, it doesn't support the city because we're bringing water from other provinces, the province of Napo, for instance. And the province of Napo only has water available for their citizens, but we're bringing water to the city. So you can imagine the problem that we're getting into. And this water is being contaminated also, and we're contaminating all of the waters. After the Guayabamba Bridge, all of those plantations are already contaminated with that water. Imagine that water reaches other provinces of the country, so we don't have a responsibility in the citizens. We need to make them see, we need to make them responsible for the river. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presence. To all the media companies, if you need more information, we can assist you. We would like to send you more information. So if you could, you please give us more detail, more information, we can send you more about this sentence.